Alright, get to see some old friends, huh? I thought with like Forbidden West we might not be coming back to these kind of areas again.
By the sun, it's true. She's come back.
Bless us. The savior of Meridian has returned.
You earned this welcome. You saved them.
Not yet.
In the name of the Sun King Avad, a royal welcome for the champion.
Make way. Murad, Aloy has an urgent matter to discuss.
A shame. That makes two of us. I've sent forth hunters for weeks. To sunfall all the way to the sacred land, searching for you. Something happened at the Spire. Come. I'll show you. Watch your step. You saved us all, to be sure, but we're still cleaning up the mess. It happened right after the solstice. We were able to explain it away, thank the sun. Otherwise, it might have caused a panic. One night, for less than half a minute, it glowed an angry red. From Meridian, it looked like a trick of the light. But those who were closer, atop the light, said it could not have been a reflection. Much to my dismay, they said the light rose up from the tower's base. From that, we left everything just as it was.
What do you think happened?
I don't know. The Spire's supposed to send out signals, messages, for the terraforming system.
But Hades tried to use it to wake up ancient war machines.
I was sure I got the connection to that thing. Wait here while I check it out.
Let us know what you find.
Okay. So what we haven't had so far is the whole dialogue system where you get to choose like how to respond and what questions to ask and that kind of thing. I don't know how much it's going to factor in as time goes on. Haven't noticed it yet.
I guess I should be flattered by the statue.
She didn't use the first
It
line.
feels wrong. Especially when my job's only half done.
Damn. That's a flex. There's one or two more exclamation marks. I'm just going to have a quick look.
Looks like a memorial. Honoring those who fell in the Battle of the Elite. Lots of brave people defended this place from Hades. Machine carcasses. Remnants from the Battle of the Elite. We were almost overrun by the machines Hades controlled. But we pushed through.
Right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you! What's your mother doing? Hope she's better.
Power attack is very strong, but leave run will charge up. Okay. Fair. Just have a quick look around this part as well.
The battle really wrecked this place.
Right, there's no more exclamation points, so I'm not going to explore too hard here. I'm going to head to the objective.
feeling about this. I don't know. Looks the same as before. Never could pull this thing out of me. What? Transmission.
That's not good.
No, he wouldn't. He couldn't.
Oh, he did.
Something was transmitted from the top of the spire. I guess I have to find a way up there.
Oh boy. Okay. Time to test them climbing skills.
Maybe I can jump to that ledge behind me.
True. Tap without touching either stick to jump backwards from a hanging position. Oh, okay. I'll definitely forget that. So we can do it again. Then just she grabs on. Okay. Jumps aside, hold L aside. Okay. Pressing circle to jump is counterintuitive to me, but I'm sure we'll manage. Get over here.
There we go.
Nice.
Now, how to cross over to the spire. Looks like I can use my pullcaster on that.
Yeah, I mean, it was clear that we had to pull something, but
Should be able to get up there now. I thought Sylens was helping me when he gave me his lance. But it looks like he tricked me. Transmitted something through the spire. Did he save Hades? Why would he do that? Well, if I can figure out where he sent it, I can track him down. Hopefully the transmission node at the top will tell me.
okay. So this is going to give us a...
Well, doesn't look like I can keep climbing this way.
This is going to give us more insight into what happened right at the end after we defeated Hades. And a clue as to what Sylens is trying to do.
Looks like this panel's ajar. Can I go up through the inside?
Does that mean that there's somewhere to... Oh. Okay. Wow.
An elevator? Let's see.
Access lift activated.
Lucky day.
Engaging maintenance configuration.
The whole thing is opening up. Wonder what the Karja will make of this.
I kind of feel like she should have done this after she defeated Hades at the end of the first game. Just have a look at what was inside the Spire.
There's the note.
I mean, how does she know she's not doing something bad here? She could be helping to activate it right now.
Sword of the Far West.
Forbidden West.
Bastard.
Well, Aloy, I see you finally figured it out. To be honest, I'm surprised it took you so long to discover my ruse.
You rigged the lands to steal Hades. How could you be so reckless?
Reckless? You're the one who tried to purge Hades before its precious knowledge could be extracted. The mysterious signal that woke it, for example. Or why to obtain one of those Gaia backups you've been having such a hard time finding.
If you knew, why didn't you just tell me?
I've been having problems of my own these past 6 months, Aloy. The difference is, I've made progress. So once your anger at my entirely necessary deception has faded, why don't you come out here and find me in the Forbidden West, and learn all that I've discovered?
Yes.
Oh, I'll come find you, all right.
Yes. Well, the coordinates make it simple enough. Even for you.
He's such an asshole, but he's so good.
There's no other choice.
Damn. They're really flexing with the sun and the rain in her face. Get all of those details.
Better let Varl and Murad know what I found.
Okay. Man, I love Sylens. He's a great antagonist for Aloy. Because, I mean...
That's part of the Deathbringer we defeated.
Because, I mean, for Aloy, she's so revered. Like, everyone... Almost everyone loves her. You know, she's almost deified. She's literally sitting there with a statue. She's very self-assured. You know, she's got her own like little quips and all that kind of stuff. But to have someone like Sylens who doesn't really consider her on his level, and like his sarcasm and the way he puts her down when they're talking and that kind of thing, he just doesn't give a shit about how special Aloy is and who she's a genetic clone of and everything she's achieved so far. It's just Sylens being Sylens. So to have that kind of counterbalance compared to everyone who kind of kisses her ass is pretty nice, I think. That's how it should be.
This machine was the last line of defense for Hades. It dragged the orb up here and then nearly killed me, but it's just a piece of scrap now.
But I mean, if I were to guess, I do have a feeling that perhaps like Aloy and Sylens are going to join forces eventually, because we don't even know what he's found. And the fact that he continues to string Aloy along this entire time, like if he was truly after like some really evil destruction of the world, like why would he be... Either he wants to kind of use Gaia in a different way, so he needs Aloy to get to Gaia and then to kind of use it the way he wants to use it, or maybe his intentions aren't as bad as we think it is, and especially after he's learned this new information that we're going to find out, maybe he's, you know, the world that we think we know, the narrative that we have so far, maybe it's not what we think it is. So I'm not like completely sold on Sylens being like the main antagonist of this story at this point, but even though he is right now, that could change. So definitely interested to see what he's learned.
This time will be less calamitous.
You went inside it, and it transformed, almost like the day of the battle.
I can only be grateful that it's a stormy day. Few will have seen the tower change from Meridian. What did you discover?
Hades. The danger didn't end here. It went into the Forbidden West. And I have to follow.
I see. That can be difficult. The West is called Forbidden for a reason. A tribe of ferocious warriors controls much of it, the Tenakth, and they allow no trespassers past its border. That said, under the Sun King Avad, a fragile peace has been negotiated, and indeed, the next embassy will take place in a day or two on the edge of the frontier. Were you to attend the gathering under his auspices, the Tenakth might grant right of passage, instead of hunting you and attacking on sight.
Great, just what I need. More killers.
The Sun King.
Ah, yes. I think he'd taken quite a liking to Aloy too, no?
Aloy, it's good to see you. You left in such haste. We never had a chance to properly thank you.
Can we show the champion the spear now? Please?
Itamin, quiet.
It's true. We bear gifts. Decorum usually calls for a ceremony of offering at the palace, but I thought you would prefer a less formal occasion. Bring them, please.
Avad, this is all very kind, but Uthid. Vanasha.
Wow.
Quick. Better hand them over before she runs off again.
Damn.
Really? Must you?
Try it on.
It's beautiful.
On behalf of all the citizens of the Sundom, may these tokens remind you of our eternal gratitude.
Perhaps you'd like to spend more time with your friends. Come speak to me when you're ready to depart.
Okay, that's a nice looking spear. To learn more about characters from the past, navigate to character bio
I
section.
need to attach the master override to my new spear. Should be a workbench around here I can use.
Okay. So hold on now. Notebook. She has her character bios. It's been a while. Blameless Maraude. Sun King of Avad. It's nice that we have this as well, I think, because it's such a big story with so many characters that covers such a huge span of time that I think it's definitely a good idea to have this. These two were great. I did enjoy their quests from the first game. Like, they were some of the better quests, side quests of the first game. Karja's spy, Vanasha met Aloy while she was working undercover behind enemy lines in Sunfall, the Shadow Karja capital. Thanks to Aloy's assistance, Vanasha was able to return the hostage Queen Asali and her son, Prince Itaman, to the safety of Meridian. Since then, she has been in charge of protecting them both, sometimes as a personal bodyguard, occasionally as Itaman's nanny. And Uthid's story was pretty cool as well. Once a loyal captain of the dissident Shadow Karja, Uthid soon discovered and exposed the corruption of its ruling priests and generals. In return, they put a price on his head. With help from Aloy, he was able to defeat his would-be assassins and escape to Meridian, which he later defended during the Battle of the Elite. He now serves Sun King Avad as a senior military advisor. So there you go. I should check my... Do I have a skill point yet? I do, right? You have earned your first skill point. Cool. Skill points. Our game 11 up. Sure. Okay. Wait a minute now. Whoa. I mean, that's a lot, no? Holy shit. Maybe you get multiple skill points for level ups or something at some point. Wow. Increase range, combat effectiveness, improve weapon stamina, concentration, improves weapon techniques. New melee combos, increase melee damage and effectiveness, includes techniques for warrior bows. Wow, got like a bloody sphere grid going on here. First, strike an enemy melee to build up energy, to energize your target. Finally, switch to a bow and shoot the energy on the target to deal a large amount of damage. Whoa. Progress story to unlock, sorry. Powered by a special mode in focus, gain a greater chance to land critical hits, increase critical damage. Wow. So I think I'm not even allowed to do anything at this point, like from this tree, if I haven't misunderstood. Oh, I can learn this one. Wow, there is a lot of abilities here. There's definitely a lot more depth than there was in the first game. And honestly, I'm probably not going to end up using a lot of it. There's too much here to kind of master it all and use them all and that kind of stuff. Increase the concentration limit, prolonging use. Aim with L2, yeah. I mean, that's definitely something I could do. Medicinal berries provide more healing and heal you faster. That's also a good one. Silent Strike deals more damage. Oh, I like that one too. Approach an enemy undetected and when prompted, tap R1. Yeah, I think we'll leave that one for now. Move faster when using a heavy weapon. So yeah, literally have a bit of a sphere grid vibe going on. That's definitely interesting. Honestly, I'm torn between Silent Strike, Potent Medicine, and Concentration. And this one we can't even do, so... I think there's a lot of plants around, especially at this earlier stage, so I'm going to go for this one for now. I have been trying to stealth, and I have used Silent Strike a fair bit, so I think that could work. Alright, the passive boost. This is a passive boost and can be recognized by a circular shape. Skills in this category provide a constant increase to your basic capabilities. Learning passive boost multiple times also increases their benefits, and weaves can also improve their effects. Wow. Okay. Activating a cloak device based on stalker technology to decrease... Whoa, that is cool. Wow. Alright, we've got a lot of work to do, man. We've got a lot of levels to go. This is Valor Surge. Learn all 3 connected skills to automatically unlock it. Equip a Valor Surge to use it. Valor Surge is a powerful special abilities that require build-up of Valor to use. Earn Valor through various actions in combat like removing components, targeting weak spots, and defeating enemies. Okay. Wow, that is deep. That is so much deeper than the first game. Wow. Okay. Right, I'm not going to go too crazy on that so far. I want to talk to some people. Leave us.
The sculptor wanted something even bigger. Twice the size. Covered in gold and jewels. But I was quite certain you wouldn't appreciate that.
You were right. I'm sorry, Avad. It's good to see you, but I can't stay long.
I see. I'd hoped you'd remain in the city for a time. Perhaps at the palace.
Meridian's still in danger. But it's bigger than that. To put things right, I have to go west. To Noct territory.
By the sun, that's a Noct? Well, perhaps Murad already told you, but after years of hostility, we've negotiated a truce, in hopes of a lasting peace. Another embassy will be held in just a day or two.
Alright, here we go. So, yes, this does return.
When you say years of hostility, I assume you mean the Red Raids?
Ah, yes. My favorite subject.
I wouldn't ask if I didn't need to know.
As you know, my father raided all the border tribes. The Asuram, Banuk, and Nora suffered greatly, resisting as best they could. But none fought back like the Tenakth. They rose up and assaulted our western front at Barren Light, sweeping us from their lands. Getting them to talk to us again after that was tricky.
What makes this coming embassy so special?
Well, just like today, it is special because of the guest.
That reaction.
Our delegation will meet with the Tenakth just outside Barren Light. We'll give them treasure, and they'll return a prisoner. Fashav, one of our finest soldiers.
Soldier? Don't you mean raider?
No, not in this case. Fashav is my cousin, nothing like Helis and his ilk. He joined the Western expedition with the hopes of reining in certain excesses. But he was captured during a heroic defense of our forward base at Cinnabar Sands, and has been held ever since.
Okay, so you guys are seeing so far the difference in like the animations. When you started talking to him, they went for a little walk together. She's looking around. They're using their hands more. So I think it's a definite step up. The camera angles are a little bit different. So it's definitely not as bad as the first game. It doesn't still feel like they've nailed it, but I feel like it's an improvement for sure. So, I mean, I think you've got to give credit where it's due. Right, hope for peace, shove. Might as well exhaust all of these.
How did you get the Tenakths to talk again after the war?
The same way I got you to talk. By giving gifts.
The Tenakths like tiaras?
More like medals, spices, and relics looted during the fighting. We've met with them on several occasions, and the gifts seem to have eased the tension. But this coming embassy is the most important yet. The best sign we've had so far that the Tenakth want lasting peace.
Very well.
Your cousin, Vashav. How long has he been a Tenakth captive?
5 years. Tenakth emissaries swear he is well, but I wonder. That tribe is renowned for its brutality. How did he survive? Well, I'll know soon enough. If you see him before I do, tell him that I await him in Meridian, where he belongs.
If I see him, I will.
I could see him riding with us on a quest.
Itamen looks happy.
You got him out of Sunfall. Any happiness he has, he owes to you. He's turning into a fine young man, which he'll need to be if he's to inherit the crown.
Wouldn't the crown go to a son of yours first?
Yes, well, I'd have to get married for that to happen.
That look.
Murad keeps throwing noble matches at me. But I find I'm always trying to make them into someone they're not. At any rate, I never aspired to the throne, and I don't wish to sit there forever. When Itamen comes of age, I hope to step aside. Free of the crown. I might finally be able to travel the world. Who knows? Perhaps even accompany you on one of your adventures.
You make it sound easy.
Yeah, these two, especially from Avad's side, you could tell that he's liked her. And for a second, like, my mind went, because when I first said that he was interested in her in the last game, then I saw Itamen and stuff. I was like, wait a minute, was that his kid? I forgot the whole Itamen angle. But yes, like, you can tell. But the little reactions from Aloy are pretty funny when, you know, he's talking about I'd have to get married first and all that kind of stuff. So they've definitely thrown in a little bit more like expression and that kind of thing. So it's pretty cool.
I need to get going.
One moment, Aloy. There's something I must ask you. Since you left, I've thought of little else.
This isn't really the time.
But it has to be. The way you left before, there's no way to know when I'll see you again. I'm not trying to stop you, or hold you back, but I need to know. When your mission is over, will you return to Meridian and stay? Long enough for us to spend time, to get to know each other properly, perhaps.
Okay, flashpoints offer moments of emotional choice. How Aloy expresses her personality is up to you. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, this is what I was talking about, like, maybe like an hour ago, about whether there's going to be a bit more of this kind of thing going on. He's a really nice guy. I mean, I suspected him when we first met him in the first game, but he's come through every time. And he's a very nice guy, soft-spoken, but, like, he doesn't seem like Aloy's kind of guy. Let's be serious. Like, I don't know if there's a different side to him. Obviously, you'd have to properly get to know him when he's not being the king. But I feel like Aloy wouldn't be entertaining this idea, especially at this moment in time. So that's why now's not the time. Probably seems like the best idea. I don't feel like Avad is the right kind of companion for Aloy in a romantic context. So let's give him now's not the time, and kind of blow him off a bit and see what it does.
Avad, the situation calls for a higher perspective.
Romance can wait.
The threat I'm facing endangers not just Meridian, but a lot of other places too. A lot of innocent people. What happens between us... it's not important. At least... not yet.
You're right. I'm acting like a fool. It's supposed to be the king who calls for a higher perspective. Please accept my apology. And my wishes for your success. Goodbye, Aloy. As always, our hopes ride with you.
Man, sometimes the power of bonus is just too strong. He's got needs too, yeah? Okay, so that was a little moment with him. Now let's talk to these guys.